Welcome to Mr. Red Dragon 543, and today we are doing a Genshin Impact Waifu tier list. So this will contain spoilers in the game and story, as well as characters that have been shown in the game but have not been released as playable, such as Rosaria. Another thing to note is that this will be the first time. If you want to see a Bando list, if this video gets over 10,000 likes and 1,000 subscribers, then your wish is welcome. So, this is the list. And so, let's start off with your very first waifu that you may or may not get, and that is Lumine. So, with Lumine, she's a very interesting thing because in the game, she's your sister. And the thing is, too, is she's either a hero or she's a villain depending on your selection of characters at the beginning. So, since I chose her as my character, she is kind of more based off of how you're viewing things, so it's kind of more or less based on you. But I do love her reactions. Like, her reactions are the best when it comes to certain story moments, such as the one with Chi-Chi. And it's really hilarious because with her and Chi-Chi, when the cocoa milk is brought up, her facial reaction is really, really funny. As for, what is it? Mona's questline, when you see the rings, her other facial reaction is really hilarious. So yeah, with that being said, she is very expressive and she's very an enjoyable character, so I would put her on definitely a girlfriend tier list. Because she seems, like I said, very enjoyable to be around, very expressive, and very fun. Amber is another character, so so there's also going to be some story spoilers from the manga as well, and Amber is definitely a S tier. Like, she's somebody you would want as a wife, or maybe even a girlfriend. She is very hyper, and I think that's the thing, is she's got so much energy that, like, maybe that might be too much for you. So, with one of the things is she's often looked down upon by everyone at the Knights of Favonius, kind of. Like, Kaya kind of pushes her aside, makes her feel like nothing, unfortunately. It's kind of sad. But she does her best to try to keep people happy, and she's the only one that's actually kind of done something to kind of help by putting posters around the store, around Mondstadt to help you. So she's definitely someone that is very, very reliable and very cheerful, and will tend to bring you up a lot. Lisa is definitely a wife tier. I don't know why they call her that. But with Lisa, she's very, very calm and sweet. I like her calming voice. It's very soothing, as well as like the fact that she's very charming in her own right. Very, very smooth, very nice, very lovely. There really is no cons except for maybe the fact that she could be very lazy at times, but I mean, let's be fair, who isn't? Yeah, she's an easy S tier. Let's see, so we got, just also like studying this part, we also got Jean. Jean, I can only see as friends. To me, Jean is a very, bland person, and very more focused on, the people of Mondstadt, and she tends to be one of those workaholics, it seems like. So she's very more focused on duties and stuff rather than her personal time. So she would unfortunately push you aside, whether you like it or not. So that's Jean for you. Barbara, her sister, she's definitely girlfriend material. Like I said, I don't know why they cut off her head. But yeah, she's very cheerful. She will definitely help you feel a lot more better. And if you're hurt, you can always rely on her to kind of heal you. And she's also like I said, she's also Jean's sister. And the reason why I find Barbara a lot more, I guess, relatable is the fact that she's always in her sister's shadow. Like when you read the story. And it's unfortunate too because she feels like she's kind of behind her sister in every aspect, so she doesn't get the recognition and like a praise that she feels that she should. But yeah, not to mention her parents did split. Noelle, like I said, she's probably she seems like the person who's you don't want to get in the way because she's also like probably a workaholic as well. Like she's very sweet and genuine, but probably because she has to be, not because she wants to be. But it's kind of funny. I know when you read it, she does not like her vision. She feels that her vision that was given to her by Venti was a mistake rather than a blessing, I guess you could say. And that's the thing is, there's a lot of people who think that blessings are just given to like by specific gods, but in the case of some visions, the gods are, I guess, when it comes to the region, can give people any vision, but they themselves are the god of one. So I guess, like for instance, like when you hear like about Klee's story, she mentions that how Venti gave her the pyro vision, as well as stuff like that. So Noelle mentioning that she got the geo vision and feels unsuited for it is also another thing. Alright, we got now official. Amy, yeah, she's going with friends with benefits. Okay, here's the thing about Amy or official. She's someone who you would love to hang out with when it's just you and her, but in public, she is very embarrassing and can come off very rude. And one story quest, Unconcealing Stars, she does come off very, very rude by trying to call everyone servants and stuff, and it's just embarrassing, more or less, because it's like, oh, come on, no, stop. And if she was a real character, she'd probably get slapped in the mouth, regardless. But since these are fictional characters, I mean, she doesn't have to worry about getting slapped in the mouth by someone. And plus, her design's also very nice. That's the thing about a lot of these characters, is they have really good designs. Alright, so now let's talk about Mona. Now, Mona is very smug. And she seems to be like that type of person who kind of will look at it from the way that, like, oh, you're either beneath me or you're above me, depending on your horoscope. So she's definitely those kind of typical people. It's like, oh, well, your horoscope doesn't match mine, so therefore, oh, well. In fact, when you listen to a lot of her stories, she mentions the characters through their horoscopes, and it's kind of funny because, like, she's definitely jealous of some, and then, like, some she's like, oh, I'm not surprised if this person turns out to be like this because of this. But she's definitely got a lot of smugness and a lot of attitude as well that could probably use some work. Because she's just like Fischl, she's another character that would probably get slapped in the mouth if she was real, but we're not talking about real people because, let's face it, real people don't matter. Not for a fictional game anyways. Alright. So now we're going to get to Sucrose. Now Sucrose is probably somebody who's definitely like a friends with benefits type of person. Like she'd be very embarrassed and shy, but like if she got to know you, she would probably enjoy your time a lot more than you expect, and she'd probably enjoy doing a lot of experiments and stuff, and just being more active, like with like just doing stuff in general. Like she could probably be like, "Hey, let's go gather some stuff for some potions, and then maybe we can test it, see how that works, stuff like that." Um, and plus, she's also like she's very very shy, so she could also probably be very for a lot of people, she can come off very anxious. So a lot of people would probably find her very hard to communicate with. So, but like because of that, she's probably in that tier where it's like you just gotta kind of make her comfortable, but like at the same time, she'd probably just be too nervous to do anything. Um, really. All right, so now we got Dione, not the type. She's a very bratty character. Do not like her. Klee's obviously not a type. Chi-Chi's not a type, but Chi-Chi has been forced to kind of live over 1,000 years due to Rex Lapis and the Adepti, due to the fact that she kind of died. Well, I think what was it, climbing a rock or something, or climbing a mountain. Unfortunately, she was kind of forced to live, and as soon as she was brought back, she kind of had troubles with her memory and stuff, and like I said, she was forced to live such a long time, and it's like one of those things that you kind of sympathize with her because she's very forgetful, and it's like you don't know like what would happen. Like she seems more of a liability than anything because of that happening. So it's just more or less. So, alright, Rosaria, let's be fair. She's got a wicked design. I really love her design, but in terms of personality, she will not. She seems like that person who's only there to kind of get information, and she doesn't really care about how you feel necessarily. So if it doesn't benefit her, she's probably just like, oh, whatever, fuck off. But in the other ways, she's also, I believe, I'm not too sure it's confirmed yet. I'm just saying, like, she is said to be a vampire, so she could be more reluctant to be more cold towards all people in general, from that aspect, as well as the fact that she probably doesn't like to be around people, and plus she's a person who only seeks justice, so she probably doesn't have people on her mind at all. Alright, now Xingling, she's definitely a girlfriend type. Very fun, very excitable. Like she's almost kind of like a similar personality to Amber, but like she loves to cook and experiment with different foods, as well as trying new things. She could also be very, very easy to scare. So just mind you that her design is very nice. I love her little bell on the her back there. Like every time you run with her, a little jingle will sometimes appear. It's a really good character. She's definitely a girlfriend type. Alright, Kaching, she's probably definitely like friends with benefits type of character. She would probably only meet up with you in secret because she's a secretary of the Kaching, so she probably doesn't want that to infect, but she probably wouldn't mind spending time with you in general. However, she is also very to her work ethics. But there is hints that she may be interested in you alone, so she may be friends with Evans to girlfriends, so she could be in the mid. But I'm just putting it here. Well, let's look at Jinyan. She seems like a either these two. I don't know much too about her, but I know that she does enjoy rock and roll and stuff like that, which is pretty awesome. She seems like a very outgoing party type. Like, she seems to enjoy crowds and stuff. And plus, she knows that you know she understands what's going on and stuff with most things. Plus, her design's pretty badass. I love her guitar. I wish that guitar was a weapon, like a claymore type weapon. Like, that would be pretty fucking badass, not gonna lie. Like, they already had the flute and the stringless, which is already based on, or not the stringless, the harp. Like, they already have weapons based on instruments, so seeing a guitar or claymore would be pretty badass. Alright, Ningguang. Yeah, this... Come on. What's going on? Uh-oh. Alright, so Ningguang is only friends. Like, she's got amazing design, get me wrong, but because of her importance to Leeway in the Jade Chamber, she would probably not have enough time for you, per se. She probably is not even interested in looking for relationships, or even friends, at that matter, because of her attachment to Leeway and the people, but she seems like a Jean kind of type, where she's more focused on work and Mora, I guess. But yeah. So now we got Ganyu. Ganyu is definitely a very wife material. She's very, very sweet and charming. She would probably, I'm not gonna lie, she would probably be able to have a relationship while working, because of the fact that she's got a stronger work ethic than most of the people in Leeway. And plus, she probably wouldn't even mind as well, because of the fact that she's like, oh, you know what, fuck it. I got time I can spare today since we're finished, and so why not? Plus, her design's very elegant. I do love her design. And she's got nice horns. I like characters with horns and vampires and stuff like that. Like, I always like that kind of characters in games and anime and stuff like that. They're nice. And then we got Captain Waifu. Yeah, she's instantly waifu material, and the reason why, and I'm not gonna lie, she's probably the only character that has a lot of people that actually enjoy hanging out with her, such as Xing Chao, Jingling, Ganyu, and other characters as well, such also Jinyan. Beidou also is the only character to get away with a lot of stuff and push and break rules between her and Ningguang, and it's really hilarious because of their dynamic, because the fact that Ningguang gets really frustrated with Beidou, but Beidou is also important to Liwei's marketing. And it's really hilarious too, because Beidou don't give a shit as long as she's doing it for what she believes in. It's really fun. And plus, she seems very adventurous with the fact that she goes out to sea all the time, and she always welcomes people aboard, and yeah, she's just all around a great waifu. And so that's my tier list, and like I said, if you want to see a husbando list, once we reach 10,000 likes and 1,000 subscribers, I'll give you that list. But let me know down below in the comments, who would you rank as your top waifus?